Today's video will rank the 10 best decks in standard format based on their success at major events and popularity in online events in the battle styles through Paldea Evolved standard format. Coming in at number 10 is Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. This deck has a major discrepancy between its finishes at real-life events and its popularity online, as it has been the third most popular deck played in Play Limitless events. Its spike in popularity online is at least partially due to it being the new powerhouse deck from Paldea Evolved, but I also think it has more potential for major events than we have seen thus far. There was nothing of note for this archetype in Japanese major events, but at the North American International Championships, Owen Rhodes and Jared Grimes took Chien-Pao all the way to top 16 and top 32 respectively. I think we might have more to see from Chien-Pao in the future, maybe even at the World Championships in August. Next is number 9, Inteleon Urshifu, which is undoubtedly being bumped up due to Cyrus Davis's NAIC victory with the deck. The online tournament data has Inteleon Urshifu at exactly 9th place as well, so this deck's popularity and success seem to line up perfectly. This archetype's ranking is pretty on point, since it can do well, as we just saw at NAIC, but it has horrific matchups against Lugia and Mew. Speaking of Mew, DTE Mew is number 8 on the Limitless TCG rankings, but is all the way down at 13th according to online popularity. This deck hasn't gained many new tools or strategies, and so I think its online popularity is so low due to the deck becoming stale to play. DTE Mew's most notable placement in the Paldea Evolved format so far is Shinsuke Sowa's 3rd place at the Japan Championships. This deck list was prepared with several techs, Luxray and Reversal Energy for dealing with Lugia V-Star and for the utility of a single Prez attacker, Drapion V for the mirror match, and 1 Fusion Strike Energy to protect a Genesect V from Spiritom's Fettered in Misfortune ability. If you're enjoying today's video, remember to subscribe for more Pokemon TCG content, and you could also check out my second channel, Celio2, for more content. If you'd like to support my channel, you can do so by using code CELIO at PotonStore.com when shopping for Pokemon TCG Live code cards, or use my affiliate links for Dragon Shield sleeves and Into the AM apparel. If you'd like to support further, you can become a Metafy member using my link, which will directly support me, and I also offer Pokemon TCG coaching through Metafy. Back to the video, we have Arceus Duraludon Umbreon ranked at number 7, and was the 8th most popular archetype in online events. Arcdura Umbreon had an incredible showing at NAIC, including 2nd place and 7th place, piloted by Ian Robb and Christian Labella. This Arceus V-Star variant offers a little of everything: consistency, aggression, tech, and plenty of disruptive elements to ruin your opponent's plans. Arceus variants as a whole did very well at NAIC, and I think a lot of players will be looking to Arceus V-Star decks as a strong play for Worlds this year. Number 6 is Arceus Giratina, which has been the 7th most popular deck in online events. Arceus Giratina is much more linear than the other Arceus variants, as it strictly focuses on Arceus and Giratina as its only 2 attacking options. In lieu of more attackers, it plays Bibarel for draw support, and focuses more on disrupting the opponent with heavy counts of Judge and Path. If you want a deck that uses brute force and objectively powerful cards to run through the competition, Arceus Giratina would probably be your best choice. Whereas if you want to tech your deck and have different game plans for each matchup, you would want to go with one of the other Arceus variants from top 8 at NAIC. At number 5, we have Lugia Archeops, which Limitless has ranked as one archetype, combining both Single Strike Lugia and Colorless Lugia. Play Limitless ranks Colorless Lugia as the 10th most popular deck, and Single Strike as the 6th most popular deck. Single Strike Lugia has been the more competitive choice it seems, or at least the safer choice in the eyes of Lugia players. Single Strike Lugia can tech fighting and dark type Pokemon as needed, as well as Urshifu or Duraludon VMAX. Colorless Lugia typically has 0 answers for Duraludon VMAX, so I suspect this variant will see little to no play at Worlds, unless players decide it is worth teching Path to the Peaks in order to beat Duraludon, or just take the likely loss to any Arcdura decks. The 4th best deck according to Limitless TCG ranking is Fusion Strike Mew. Fusion Mew is the 5th most popular deck online according to Play Limitless. Fusion Strike Mew is more capable of dealing with counters such as Drapion V, Spirit Tomb, and single prize matchups in general when compared to DTE Mew. It also has the potential to be more aggressive due to Alessa's Sparkle plus Meloetta or Ice Q being able to attack on turn 1 going second. This aggression trades some of the disruption that DTE Mew is able to include, but Fusion Mew still plays a path or two and a couple hand disruption supporters. Fusion Strike Mew is a very scary deck to face because not much can stop it other than shutting down abilities, which is why Spirit Tomb has become a popular tech in many different archetypes. Number 3 is Lost Zone Giratina, and this ranking is highly influenced by Giratina's great performances in Japanese events. After placing 4th, 6th, and 8th at the Massive Japan Championships, its highest placement at NAIC was top 64. Lost Zone Giratina is the 4th most popular deck in online events and has many first places to its name in Play Limitless events as well. This disconnect between Japanese and online results compared to NAIC results is perplexing. I think many top players would agree that this deck is a great play for Worlds because it can be teched for most matchups, and it's not really a deck that others can specifically tech against. Lost Zone Box is still up at the top as the second best and second most popular deck overall. There are many different cards that can be included in Lost Zone Box decks, but all 7 Lost Zone Box decks in the top 32 of NAIC play Dragonite V, Drapion V, and Forest Seal Stone. So it looks like some amount of V Pokemon and Forest Seal Stones is comfortably the best way to build a deck in this format. Lost Zone Box can be affected by harsh variants due to Comfy's flower selecting, sending one of your top 2 cards to the Lost Zone every time you use it. Typically, players can maneuver tough decisions and manage their resources, but it is an ongoing struggle when piloting this type of deck. And of course, Gardevoir EX is the number 1 deck both in performance and popularity. Gardevoir performed very well at NAIC, placing 3rd, 4th, 9th, and 6 additional spots within the top 32. It was the popular favorite to win the event, but lost to Arceus Duraludon Umbreon and Inteleon Urshifu in the top 4 matches. Gardevoir EX is in an interesting spot where everyone agrees it's the best deck, but it's fair enough that sometimes the counter decks actually beat it, like we saw at NAIC. Spiritomb became a popular tech in the deck to help against Mew and Lugia, while others chose to keep Lumineon V in the deck for more reliable supporter use. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.